Hello and welcome to my next clip on my YouTube site. I think the technology that we have nowadays is wonderful, but I absolutely question that we're taking full advantage of it. And I'll let you know, not necessarily why I think that, but to improve it, because I go back in my life and I look back and say, I could have learned that if it was said this way. Or if somebody would have explained it better, if they would have explained it to like this, I could have got it years before I got it. So, this, what I'm doing is Monday after Pebble Beach, after Phil beat Tiger, but you did notice that so much of the attention was Tiger. And they're talking about how much better he's hitting it. First off, I'm going to suggest that he's hitting it way less wide than he has maybe ever. Therefore, you're going to hear a lot about Tiger's new balance. Look how good his balance is. And I think here's what's going to happen. I think everybody in the world that's a golfer is going to start working with stability balls and balance boards and all that to get good balance. Well, the stability balls and the balance boards and the wobble boards, they're fantastic for life. And they're good for golf, but they're not the thing that gives you balance. Let me run this by you and see if this doesn't make just a ton of sense. When you swing a golf club, when you're swinging at about 100 miles an hour, it weighs up to 40 pounds. If you swing it in the wrong direction, I don't care how good your balance is, it's going to pull you off balance. Contrary, if you swing the golf club on the line it should be swung on, it will throw you onto balance. So if you're capable of creating club head speed of 130 miles an hour, your balance can be just as good as the guy that swings it at 10, maybe better. So again, let me go into that. In the time frame we have, I really only have the ability to get you on track and to show you where to look where the answers are. Okay, so in doing that, I want to show you where the answers aren't, because I think that's part of the learning process. Let me tell you this. If you can buy into this club head weighs up to 40 pounds once I get it into motion. If I swing it on an incorrect line, therefore such as, I do not swing the golf club inside out. If I swing it inside out, it's going to pull me onto my toes and off balance. I know it's been said inside out forever. Well, it's incorrect. Correct is that you're swinging from, let's say, inside to inside. That's correct. It doesn't matter how fast I swing from inside to inside, it throws me to on balance. If you're swinging down the line, it will pull you off balance. Therefore, I think it's really easy for people to say, well, my balance isn't good enough yet. I should be able to get superhuman strong and withhold the forces that are being applied upon me. Well, it's not that. A 7-year-old kid who's never done a sit-up yet or has never done anything to create core strength can swing just fine. It has just wonderful balance if they swing correctly. So to do so, and we could go deep into this, and should, in what we do later. If you go on my website right now, I did a whole thing on the pivot, on Tiger's new pivot. It's great, but obviously there's got to be more to it than that. If it was that simple, if I could give it to you in half an hour, the whole world would have it by now. So there's, how good do you want to get? It's just a matter of how good do you want to, how smart do you want to practice to get your balance better? Well, I'm going to suggest to you, balance has everything for you to know about swing plane. If you're swinging the golf club off plane, you're going to get pulled off balance. If you learn to swing the golf club on plane, you get pulled onto balance. Now, there's one more thing though. Because in the golf swing there is, if you like it or not, there is the shaft and the face of the golf club. If I swing them on plane, let's say the shaft, if I swing the shaft on plane and roll the club over, it's going to pull me off balance. Notice how you're seeing so many guys, there's this swivel. There's this swivel that you're seeing guys do. Well, if that swivel went, if I went, I would get pulled off balance. You're seeing that swivel. Okay, so that leaves the guys facing the target like this. So there's two implements, again, if you like it or not, in golf. You've got to get the shaft moving correctly, and you've got to get the face of the golf club moving correctly, and that throws me to balance. So today's lesson, I just kind of want to throw something out there for you to just get you thinking, because again, as I was growing up, and my whole life was about golf, I was never told this stuff. I was just told inside out, hold your balance. I thought balance was because I didn't have balance. Balance is because I had the wrong swing plane. Now I know what the right swing plane is. So now I have better balance than I did way before, but it's not because of the stability balls and balance boards and wobble boards. I hope that makes an inkling of sense so that you can start at least looking down the right train of thought, so you're not wasting your time going the wrong directions, because now you've got to come all the way back. Please visit my website. There's a free trial on there. You'll quickly learn. You either like my stuff or you don't. It won't be very hard for you to figure out. You'll like it or you won't like it. I don't do any fence sitting. So please give it a try, www.lagandload.com. I hope you keep watching, because we're never going to run out of stuff. Thanks.